Bombshell in the market. Coach's sacking could ruin transfer of the striker Arteta loves, and more. Twist in the Alexander Isak saga, with Arsenal impacted by a shocking Liverpool move. To top it off, Gunners' unstoppable target is now valued the same as Bukayo Saka, but Arteta could land him for just £66 million. All this and more you can check out now with the top Arsenal news directly from Emirates Stadium, so make sure to like the video and check your subscription so you don't miss any updates. And without further ado, let's get started. As Arsenal start to piece together their plans for the summer transfer window, there are a few key changes in the football world that could have a big impact on the team. The Gunners are heading into the market with Andrea Berta set to take charge as the new sporting director, and an official announcement about his arrival is expected in the coming weeks. Berta will have a lot on his plate as soon as he walks through the doors at the Emirates, but one of his biggest tasks will be addressing the striker position. Arsenal have been lacking a clinical center forward for some time, even with the talented options currently at Mikel Arteta's disposal. At the moment, Alexander Isak and Benjamin Sesko are the top names being linked to the club for that role, but there are several other players also under consideration. One of those players is longtime Arsenal target Dusan Vlahovic, who could be in for a major shakeup heading into the summer window. It's shaping up to be a busy few months for the Gunners. Thiago Motta sacking at Juventus could change Dusan Vlahovic transfer chance. Dusan Vlahovic has long been linked with a transfer to Arsenal, with the interest spanning back to his Fiorentina days. While he may not be a top target, Arsenal are still tracking Vlahovic as a potential striker option for the months ahead. Dusan Vlahovic has been a name consistently linked with Arsenal, with interest in the Serbian striker dating all the way back to his time at Fiorentina. Although he might not be at the very top of Arsenal's striker wish list, the Gunners are still keeping an eye on Vlahovic as a potential option in the near future. This summer, Vlahovic will enter the final year of his contract with Juventus, sparking a standoff over whether he'll sign an extension or move on. For a while, it looked like an exit was almost certain, especially with his struggles under former manager Thiago Motta. But that could all change now. Juventus have parted ways with Motta, bringing in Igor Tudor to steer the ship in a new direction after a tough season. If Tudor can turn things around and Vlahovic gets back to his best, it could shift the striker's future. If Vlahovic hits form under the new manager, he might end up signing an extension with Juventus, which could put a dent in Arsenal's hopes of finally landing the player. Many years after Mikel Arteta first started tracking him, the summer window could be a pivotal one for both the player and the Gunners. In less than one season together, it appeared difficult for Motta and Vlahovic to work on the system the manager had brought to Bologna with. The Juventus manager implemented a new playing style, and while the striker had started much of the opening stages of the season, the latter half has come with its difficulties. In the last 9 Serie A matches, Vlahovic made just one start with 2 goals to his name in that time frame. Motta had insisted that he worked well with the striker, stating, "We have an extraordinary relationship. He has a strong character and mentality. Today he showed great professionalism and helped his teammates. It's easy to manage a champion like him, but in reality, the dwindling minutes may have only pushed him further towards a possible exit, though that may all change now." Unstoppable Arsenal striker target is now worth the same as Bukayo Saka, but Arteta can sign him for just £66 million. Arsenal fans are gearing up for a big summer transfer window. The Gunners' dreams of winning the Premier League title this season are all but over. They are currently 12 points behind Liverpool, and that just feels like an impossible gap to overcome. The focus now will be to end the season strong and go as far as they can in the Champions League. But come the summer, big signings need to be made. A new striker is the priority, and as Alexander Isak is looking more and more unlikely, other options need to be considered. Arsenal target Benjamin Sesko's transfer value is now the same as that of Bukayo Saka. Benjamin Sesko is one of the top names on Arsenal's wish list right now. While Alexander Isak remains Mikel Arteta's dream striker target this summer, the RB Leipzig star is next in line and represents a much more attainable option. Sesko has a release clause in his contract set at around €70 million, 58.3 million, but that figure could rise to €90 million, 75 million depending on his performance. Even at the higher end, that could be seen as a bargain when you consider his actual transfer value. According to CIES Football Observatory's estimated transfer values tool, Sesko is currently valued between €98 million, 81.6, and €124 million, 103.2 meters. For context, that's in the same range as Arsenal's own superstar Bukayo Saka, who is also valued in that ballpark. As for Isak, who many consider to be one of the top strikers in the world right now, his transfer value is estimated to be between 82 million euros, 68.2 million, and 104 million euros, 86.6 million. It's clear that the striker market is heating up, and Arsenal will have some tough choices to make. Bukayo Saka is undoubtedly one of the best players in the world. No debate about it. The Englishman has been exceptional for both Arsenal and England over the past few years, consistently proving that he's a match winner on the biggest stages. That's why back in January, CS valued him at a staggering 157.3 million euros, 131. However, his value has dropped slightly for two main reasons. First, Saka has been dealing with an injury and hasn't played a single minute in recent months. Secondly, his contract is now entering its final 2 years, which has impacted his overall market value. But once Saka is back on the pitch and signs a new deal, you can expect his value to skyrocket again. He's a key player for both club and country, and his stock will rise once more. Alexander Isak transfer takes fresh twist as Arsenal impacted by Liverpool's stance change. Liverpool are feeling confident about securing a deal for Alexander Isak this summer, but Arsenal aren't out of the race yet, according to Arsenal Insider. The summer transfer window is shaping up to be a pivotal one for all parties involved in the Isak transfer saga. For Arsenal, the inability to land a top striker in previous windows has them back in the market, looking to finally bring in a center forward who can make a real difference. Incoming sporting director Andrea Berta will be charged with sealing a big move, with Isak high on their list of targets. However, there are hurdles to overcome. Newcastle are keen to offer Isak a new contract, which could complicate any potential move. On top of that, Liverpool are also making their move, seeing Isak as the perfect fit for Arne Slot's team as they push for the Premier League title. With so much still up in the air, there's a lot that could change for Isak this summer. It's going to be an interesting few months for all involved. Liverpool confident on Alexander Isak transfer amid Arsenal interest. With Arsenal looking to seal a deal for Alexander Isak, they are faced with a possible hijack from their rivals Liverpool. The Reds are looking to bolster their center forward ranks this summer to give Slot an even stronger squad to work with. Arsenal Insider understands that Liverpool are confident of striking a deal for Isak and are willing to smash their current record transfer of £77 million. A figure around the £120 million mark could be enough to land the Swedish striker if he decides against staying at Newcastle. TBR Football's Graham Bailey gave an update on the situation as he told Arsenal Insider, "So the Isak situation never has been or will be straightforward. It is inevitable that one of two things will happen. He signs a new deal at Newcastle or he leaves. If it is the latter, then it is highly likely to be Arsenal or Liverpool. Arsenal like Isak a lot. Arteta wants him, but as with any top player, it is never that easy. We are going to see twists and turns in this whole situation, but I can confirm Liverpool are confident of getting him. Have Arsenal ever had such confidence? I am not so sure, but this is not over by any stretch. If there's one thing that is certain, it's that Andrea Berta's start to life at Arsenal will likely be judged on his striker choice this summer. The former Atletico Madrid man will be absolutely key to getting any deal over the line. With it being such a big decision, Arsenal wanted Berta due to his experience, with the director known for getting complicated deals over the line in the past. With this move for Isak being nothing short of a challenge, it could be the perfect one for the director to sink his teeth into. Well folks, those were the main news for today. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated on everything happening with our beloved team, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for joining us, and until the next video.